Hello, everybody. This is Football Psych, and I'm Coach Mike.
Hey, Lord Sarge!
And it's me, good old Shaq, and I'm back.
And we have a special guest tonight. Is Jack Miller, our #1 fan of Football Psych. Jack, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
All right, it's so awesome to have you on this show. Like, you are one of the most loyal fans that we have, and so we decided to bring you on for your expert analysis tonight. We welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much to go over tonight, so I'm going to get right into it. Some of the key topics we are going to go over consist of NFL key dates, which I want to make sure you're doing because, man, there's going to be so much. And believe me, the Commanders are not going to disappoint in giving us plenty of drama over this time. And then we're going to go over latest trades and cut rumors because we need to do some trading. We definitely need to do some cuts. And then we're going to talk about some latest mock draft news, followed by coaching changes. So if you think like the Commanders aren't doing nothing right now, you evidently are not a real Commanders fan because the Commanders are doing something stupid pretty much year-round.
Yeah.
And they will never disappoint.
Never.
Never disappoint. All right, guys, some key NFL days. This starts tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, the East-West Shrine Bowl game at Ford Center. That's right, that's in Lions territory, right? Or no, that's the one that's in Texas, right? So anyway, the East-West Shrine Bowl game is an opportunity for scouts to start looking at some of these senior prospects going head-to-head. And believe me, that kind of footage is used in the draft analysis process. If you are considered an NFL prospect, they want to see all you NFL prospects going up against NFL prospects, and let's see how you really do. So it's an important game, followed by the Senior Bowl that is just a few days later, right? So like the Senior Bowl obviously is for seniors, right? Whereas East-West Bowl,
I'm in it. I'm playing.
Yeah, man. You know it has been since like the leather helmet days since you were a senior.
I'm in.
Man, somebody check this guy's psychological analysis.
Yeah,
I'm left guard, baby. 333 pounds of left guard in the Senior Bowl, baby.
Jack, what do you say about that, man?
He's delusional.
Yeah.
Now, I want to chime in on this East-West and Shrine Bowl and the Senior Bowl, right? Those games are only important for people who haven't been already getting looks. So this is the opportunity for college players that didn't really stand out as much. Like we already know who the top talents are. These NFL scouts know who the top talents are. This game, those guys are not gonna be playing in these games, right? So, I mean, this will be good for people to get additional footage that's trying to get drafted. This will be more like 3rd, 4th, and 5th round draft picks playing in these games.
And I will tell you what, it is an important game. Like I will tell you, like if you're projected within there to go like say you're like a 5th round pick, you want to play in this game.
That's right.
Because you want to show I'm better than a 5th round pick. You know, and I see people's stock rise, and I see others fall.
Based
off of this football game.
You know. Well, that and the combine. I think more people like in these Shrine games, East-West games, the senior games. Some of these players actually hurt their stuff more than they help because they will perform poorly in those games and they go beast at the combine. Right,
yep.
So people don't know what they're going to get with these players. So it's like a hit or miss thing.
It is, but I would tell you is if I was scouting a dude, right, I think I would look at game film footage more. Like you could go out there and run a fast 40 time and go, oh yeah, you fast, man. You go out there and run some routes like, oh, okay, you're good. But when someone's covering you and you're running a route and you can't get separation or open and your route ain't clean as it does when you're just running with no one covering you, like when you're hand jockeying somebody, a DB, that's different, man. And I would tell you, if I'm scouting you, I want to know what you look like going up against somebody who's covering you. You know what I'm saying? Like really covering you.
Now, I agree with that, right? But if again, if Adam Peterson and them were doing their homework, I actually went back and looked at Jalen Lane's college, like his college footage and stuff like that. Jalen Lane was not that good of a quarterback. Receiver in college. Like the things you're talking about, like hand fighting, not creating space, stuff like that. So
yeah, you do look at some other intangibles, right?
Yeah,
but
I agree with Coach. Combine, I honestly don't care about the combine. I don't. Let me measure your speed. Okay, that's a measurement, right? I want to see you on film. I want to see how you play.
Yeah.
I want to see how you ball out.
And see, one of the things I like about these particular games is you're looking at some of the best across the country, right? You're not going up against Southwest South Dakota State, like some school you ain't never heard of, and then you like whip up on them. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like that doesn't tell me what you're going to look like in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right. But if I know that you're going up against other top prospects, that changes things, right? Like that tells me like, and then even then, I'm still trying to make the correlation. What are you going to look like against an NFL DB? I mean, Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, it's like what you said. I agree totally on that.
Yeah. So like going into February, right? So we got some of the Pro Bowl games that are going to go on. And like, I don't care about the Pro Bowl. They play flag football, man. It's not even a real Pro Bowl anymore, right? Then you got the Super Bowl coming up. So for like when it comes to us, I don't care about this schedule that much until we get to the NFL Combine, the 23rd of February through the 2nd of March. It's going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium, where it always is. Like I can't remember a time where the scouting combine was not at Lucas Oil Stadium. That's how long they've been there. They've been there forever.
I wonder how they pulled that off.
Yeah, for real, right?
Yeah, I wonder how they pulled that off.
It's like everything else rotates. Even the draft rotates now. But for some reason, the combine, it doesn't ever go anywhere.
They need
always there in Indianapolis.
They need something to hope for in that town.
Come on, man! Like the Colts.
Hey, you know who got pulled out of the Pro Bowl and got put in?
No Sanders.
Sam Darnold, because he's going to the Super Bowl. And you get put in?
I would say, yeah, Shador Sanders going in place of Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I'll say, yeah. Hey, Jared Goff going. Yep.
No one cares, man. They got Jerry Rice and Steve Young out there coaching them, and they play flag football. Like, nobody cares. Nobody even watches that mess. I don't even think they air it anymore. Like people don't really care to watch it.
It stopped being good when they moved it away from Hawaii and took it to Orlando.
Yeah, that's right. People used to do it. I used to love watching the AFC and the NFC. They were wearing their jerseys, and everybody had their own like team helmet on.
Yeah,
but they still played football.
What do you think, Jack? What do you think about the Pro Bowl these days?
They need to go back to the old format. This flag football. I know they want to get the whole world involved playing it, but they need to go back to the old ways.
Yeah.
What Jack says, they don't want to get hurt.
Listen.
Yeah.
All right. So more key NFL dates going into March, right? That's when we get in the beginning part of March. And the key date to remember here is when free agent period begins, like the tampering period, which is not really a tampering period. Let's face it. They sign contracts during the tampering period. The season really basically starts on March 9th. March 11th is just when their contracts go official. Right. So March 9th will be the start of the new year where free agency will kick off. That's where the top players on the board, they're going to be willing and dealing, trying to get the big, massive contract splashes. So here's my question to you guys. I'm going to start with you, Shaq. Do you think we're going to make a big old splash in free agency this year?
I firmly believe we do. And I'm going to tell you who's going to be involved in the splash. A trade, Deron Payne trade, and a Quan Martin trade. So these are names right here that are being talked about either releasing or trading anyway. So I can see us making a splash of free agency with those two names being involved. We already did one thing, cutting Marshawn Lattimore go. We let him go, right? So
I can not go official until March 9th. But
until March 9th. But we know we're going to save $18 million this year, right? So there's going to be big splashes. There's going to be a big splash in free agency, and it's going to involve those two guys, mainly those two. We may see Igbenogany in the talks, but I know for sure Deron Payne and Quan Martin are going to be on the chopping block for trade.
But who are we looking at?
Well, right now we're looking at offensive weapons: Kyle Pitts, David Njoku, uh, Isaiah Likely from Baltimore. So I mean, we need more weapons around Jay's names, and right now we just don't have that.
I love Isaiah Likely, but why do you think
Yeah.
Deron Payne's up for trade? Why?
Well, okay, so he's on the downside of his career, right? Deron Payne did not have a good year this year that just passed, right? He's been on the decline these last couple of years, and he's still a valid piece on for someone's defensive line. Send him to Tennessee. Let him go down. Let him go down there and finish his career out there.
You think he had a bad year this year?
He didn't have a good year, Lost Arch.
Yeah, he did not have
He didn't have a good year.
It's about the only thing we had this year.
Yeah, and look
What
what
do you
it
think,
got us.
Jack? Deron Payne trade?
Yes. And there's gonna be heavy talks around. There's gonna be heavy talks around Deron Payne being traded. I'm telling you.
Jack?
Yeah, I think y'all can get a 3rd-round pick for him, but he
We give
hasn't really
Deron
played
Payne
that.
for a 3rd round.
Yeah, you look at his 1 year before he got his extension. He was playing well.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true. All right, so going on into April, the big thing I want to point out here is the draft this year is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I don't know if I'm going to Pittsburgh yet in April. I don't know what my schedule's going to look like, but man, I kind of want to. But I had a good time when I went to Detroit when the draft was there. Pittsburgh sounds really cool. The year after that, in 27, it's going to be in DC. That's a no-brainer. I definitely am pretty sure we're all going to be there.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, those are key dates I want to let y'all know. Now, we just talked about this. The trade rumors are flowing already, and Deron Payne is all in the freaking news.
That's
all
right.
over social media suggesting that Deron Payne has played his final year as a Commander. He carries with him a $28 million cap hit for 2026, which is why I don't think it's actually going to happen.
Nope, no way.
That is a huge cap hit.
Huge.
And if you are going to get, like Jack suggests, a 3rd round pick, I could see the value, but like this team is hurting in so many bad areas. Do you really want to take a $28 million cap hit?
No.
I think you hold on to him for another year.
And I just don't see it. I think Adam Peterson them going to get it done, and they're going to get him out of DC.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
they can restructure.
That's
Yeah.
a restructure. Yeah, but I think he might be going into the final year of his contract. I mean, I have to go back and look at that. Like, how would that deal be restructured?
This is the last year of his contract.
So either way, it would get stuck with the $28 million cap hit. To me, that's just too much. It's almost like you're married to the guy, personally. But if they go and they do work a restructure for a pay cut, man, that's hard because you got to convince a player like, hey, I'm giving you a pay cut, but I want you to be happy, and I still want you to play for us.
Yeah.
There's not too many players that are going to do that in Washington.
No, not at all. When he can go to Wells and still get paid.
Yeah, he goes, no, trade me.
Yep.
I still want my money.
Yep. Send him away.
If we send him away, we take a $28 million cap hit. That's $28 million we cannot spend on any other player.
We got two. We can get 2 picks and a younger player in return.
All right. It's something to watch. I will tell you, as somebody who studies cap analysis and stuff like that, to me, I kind of hold on to him for another year. I kind of feel like I'm married to him. I personally don't want to take a $28 million cap hit. What are your thoughts, Jack?
I'm undecided right now.
Undecided, Lord Sarge?
Yeah.
There ain't no way on this green earth, this red helmet, and we're giving up $28 million. It's not happening. He produced too much. Ain't no way. No.
Y'all forget what organization this is. y'all evidently be forgetting. Dumb decisions are made on an hourly basis in DC.
I will tell you,
I
will add that to my tracker because you know I got a disappointment tracker.
Yeah.
But it has to go on the
$28
just
million
a
cap.
tracker.
It's showing up on my tracker.
Yep.
It'll be like item number 3.
Yep.
Dave
All
says,
right.
Dave says, keep him and add him and save the hit.
All right. So, in other trade news, this should be a no shocker to anybody who knows anything about our organization.
Get
And
rid
that
of them.
That is the release of Marshawn Lattimore. I will tell you, I think that this was done before his arrest situation. This was done because of injuries and lack of performance. We are not getting the value that we hope to get out of Marshawn Lattimore. I think this was a done deal before that. I think the fact that he got arrested just confirmed, like, yeah, we definitely don't have anything to do with this guy, right?
Yep.
Now, for all intents and purposes, from what I'm hearing, is he's gone. But of course, the deal is not done yet. To me, the deal's done when the new season starts. He actually comes off the roster, and the $18.5 million gets added to our salary cap, which has not happened yet, right? So the timing of that cut needs to happen immediately for the new franchise year so we can use that money starting immediately during the free agency signing period.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Marshawn Lattimore may have played his last down of football in the NFL. Period. There's no one that's gonna pay Marshawn Lattimore to be a cornerback on their roster. He may have played his last game in the NFL this year. Period.
I got one.
But I tell you what, it might take a while because here's what's going to happen to Marshawn Lattimore, right? He's still technically injured, from what I understand, so he's got to get healthy. Yep. The other thing is he's facing a multi-game suspension for this arrest. So any team that wants to sign him knows that he's going to serve a suspension if they sign him. That makes him very unattractive to a lot of football teams because they're going to be like, okay, I sign him. Is he healthy? If I sign him, will he produce? If I sign him, how long is his game suspension going to be? Yeah. That's like a lot to deal with for a football team. And so chances are that might just scare away some teams.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna scare. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna scare away all these teams, these NFL teams. Him being one of the most penalized for pass interference corners in the league. him being burnt and cooked by every top 10 receiver in the NFL. That's what's gonna scare them away. He's supposed to be the A side of our defense, and he was getting cooked everywhere. No, absolutely not.
I only got one
Jack,
thing to say about
Marshawn. Hold on. Hey, Jack, help me out, man. How quick do we get rid of this dude?
As quick as possible.
That's right, man. I'll tell you what, I would help pack that guy's bags, man.
Yep.
Hey, let me show you. Let me show you the way out.
Yep. His locker should be empty right now. His locker should be empty right now. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be lingering nowhere around Ashburn. You know what I'm saying? If he haven't moved from the area yet, he need to go ahead and put his house on the market. He gotta go.
You gotta go to the USFL.
Yeah.
I got one thing to say about Marshawn. I got just one thing to say about Marshawn.
Yeah, get out of here.
Dave says the Cowboys will sign him since they love thugs.
Yeah.
Well, they can have him.
They can have him.
As a matter of fact, I hope he covers our receivers, man, because I can use some of them PI calls.
Now, here's what I'm going to say to your guys' point about Daron Payne. That trade might be possible because they might say, we're making $18 million on Lattimore leaving, which means we're only going to take a $10 million hit on the trade for Payne, which is a lot more sufferable in that light. That they may rationalize it that way, and that might make your point better.
More dysfunction,
huh?
Yeah,
that's like dysfunction just breeding more dysfunction, right?
It is.
Oh, I don't disagree. I'm just saying to good old Shaq's point, they may rationalize the trade in that light. We're gonna it cost us 28, but I'm gonna make 18 back on Lattimore. So it's only 10. So we're still 10. Okay.
I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if we see Daron Payne go.
I'm trying to absorb myself in the stupid think.
There you go. The stupid thing. So right now the Commanders are 6 in the NFL as far as available cap space going into the offseason at 63.414. This is a lot lower than what I was originally tracking, which was around 82 million. The reason for the delta of 82 million down to 63 million was balloon payments that were done in contracts when contracts were restructured last year. It took time for over the cap to take to account for all those variances in balloon payments in contracts and incentive pay. This is the more accurate number, which is a lot lower. I mean, that's $19 million lower than what we were projecting. Now, this does not count for the Marshawn Lattimore release. So the 63.4 will go up 18.5, which will bring us up to 81.5, which will move us up to second on this list of most available cap space. So that is a very good position to be in. But right now, we only have 52 players under contract for next year. 52. Right. That includes all of our practice squad players, all of our futures contracts that we signed. So that's not a big number. Right. So, we'll build this up to 90 players in the offseason.
Yeah, but in this roster is going to be a heavy turnover. It's going to be a heavy turnover. We got a lot of guys that's going to retire. You got a lot of guys that was on 1-year contracts that are just not coming back. The turnover on this roster is going to take a lot to rebuild, especially if Dan Quinn wants to save his job. Because right now, I'm giving Dan Quinn to game 4 till he's gone. So I'm just saying.
Well, I think this is an important year for Adam Peters as well, because if he doesn't build an effective roster that looks like there's growth for the future, then I only give him a year left. He might be gone the following offseason. Like, to me, as a general manager, you need to show that you can build a football program. This is your third try, right? You've gone through 2 tries where you brought in old players, filled out gaps, think you're in a win now philosophy. Where are you at mentally now? Do you think that this is still a roster that's going to get you to the Super Bowl? Like, if you add a couple old vets, you can get there. I hope that this past season, taught you that you're wrong in that thinking.
Yep.
This team is not Super Bowl bound, in my opinion. So you got to look at, okay, well, how do I win now with pieces that I have, and who do I bring in that I build for the future? And how do I shape an organization that does player development, coaching, and building, right? And still win and get to a point for winning. So
we need to be thinking playoffs, just getting into the wild card round. That's what we need to be thinking. Get a team to the playoffs. We're not even talking about a Super Bowl.
I don't think making it to playoffs is going to be enough to save Dan Quinn's job.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough.
Sorry. I think Peters making the announcement. I don't make any coaching calls. That's Dan Quinn.
Yeah,
I'm over here. I think Peters.
That's serious reflection to me. Mm-hmm. To me, those two, when they first got together, seemed like they were tight brothers. Like they were like inseparable. Now it looks like that they've distanced themselves from each other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Dan Quinn, you're on your way out. I'm separating myself from that. And basically, I think Adam Peters, by doing that, buys him a year.
Yes. Well, I'm telling you, the ideal, I've said this multiple times, the ideal thing for us would be Mike Tomlin taking a year off of football, and then us bringing him in for the 2027 season as the head coach.
And I would love it.
And if you're the general manager, you might be having those secret phone calls right now. Hey, would you be interested a year from now on interviewing for this job?
Yeah,
because you're already thinking, right? You should already be willing to. There's secret phone calls that happen all the time. Those inquiries. Would that be something that interests you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Jack, what do you think about Mike Tomlin coming to the Commanders?
It would be good. My second choice would have been probably McDermott too.
Yeah. Sean McDermott, he's a good coach. But the only issue I got with Sean McDermott can't win big games, man. Like it's just like his coaching goes in the toilet, and then everybody tries to blame Josh Allen. It's Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen got mediocre receivers. He had excellent running back and Cook, but Sean McDermott play calling goes out the window in clutch games. It has since he's been a coach there.
His general manager threw him under the bus, so he was trying to save his ass. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
All right. So, quick commercial break. We are on every day of the week with NFL news. So make sure you pay attention. Tomorrow, I've got a good show lined up for us. So you do not want to miss it. We are going to be recapping the conference championship games because, man, there was some great ones this past weekend, some shockers. We here at Football Psych chose the underdogs in both games, and guess what? We both lost on all those things. So, but we are going to do some analysis of what we think for the Super Bowl and what we think are still happening with coaching carousels from around the league. So, you guys who are watching, make sure you tune in every night. They're pre-recorded through the week, so they're not live streamed like they are like with the Commanders edition. We're not there yet. They are pre-recorded about an hour prior to us posting them, but you can expect them to be posted somewhere around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. All right. All right. Moving on. Daniel Jeremiah, who's a guy I track at NFL.com, he's one of the pundits, but usually his draft analysis and historically has been a lot more accurate than Mel Kiper and some of these other guys that are out there, right? I usually follow Daniel Jeremiah because at least I can see some of his logic that even when he's wrong, I actually would have been like, you probably should have went with what Daniel Jeremiah said rather than going your own way because you guys are about ready to screw up. There's a lot of things that he does well. It's just like for the Commanders at number 7, he thinks that we should go with Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State. I'm going to start with you, Jack. Is that a good pick?
We don't even know who we're gonna have for defensive coordinator. So
Right.
No, that's a good point.
yeah.
How about
So
you, Sarge?
I agree with Jack. We don't even know who we're going to have yet.
Jack?
If we're gonna draft anybody from Ohio State, it needs to either be Carnell Tate or Caleb Downs, safety or the receiver, because those two players are better than Sonny Styles. And no, we need to draft Ruben Bain, the defensive end from Miami.
Yeah, I'm all about Baines. I'm all about Baines, but the talk of the town up here is Sonny Styles.
Yeah, the talk of the town right now is Sonny Styles. I will tell you, I'm against all of that because you know me. I want to trade out of this position.
Yeah.
So for me, my strategy would be this, right? Because I'm one of those out there kind of guys. So you guys can get your fingers and tell me how crazy I am, but I'm not Coach Mad Mike for a reason, right? I do some mad stuff, right? I would be kind of promoting, like I'm picking a player at this position, but I would be probably promoting or leaning towards somebody who I think somebody would trade up and get. So for me, it would be a guy like Jeremiah Love.
I was about to say that. I knew you were going to say Jeremiah Love. I knew you were going to say it.
I would be like, you know what? If Jeremiah Love's on the board, I'm going to have a hard time passing him right here, right? So you're kind of doing a feint because somebody else who thinks Jeremiah Love's going to fall to them might go like, I need to trade up because otherwise the Commanders are going to take him.
Yep.
And so like, I'm going to trade up to get this guy. And then I'm going to field those phone calls. I don't want Jeremiah Love at number 7. I want draft picks. So not that I don't want Jeremiah Love. Don't get me wrong. Jeremiah Love, I think, is like what Shaq said, is probably the number 1 player in this draft.
He's the best player in this draft.
Yeah. But I want to use that as a selling token because I think at number 7, Jeremiah Love is still on the board.
Yep.
And if people believe that if you don't trade with me, that I'm taking him, then they're going to be like, hey, all right, what do you want for the pick so we can have Jeremiah Love? And then I'm filling those phone calls because typically people will trade up in the top 10 for a quarterback. In this draft, it might be a player like Jeremiah Love that people might trade up for.
Yeah.
And I want to trade the flip back. I need picks. I don't want to put all my stock, my 7th round overall draft, when I don't have another pick till the 3rd round. I don't want to put that much stock into one player that
Yep.
could get hurt on me. I want multiple players. That's just
And,
me.
and I don't understand this Sonny Styles thing. When they are, he's not even the best. The best players on Ohio State team is Carnell Tate and Caleb Downs. Don't if they talk about drafting anybody from Ohio State, it should be one of those two players.
Shaq, the deal with Sonny Styles is we don't know what the status on Wagner is, and he's limited. Even if he comes back, he's going to be even more limited next year if he comes back. We want him back if he comes back, but we know he can't pass protect, right? And Luvu,
so he's been on the decline. So
right. So we need a replacement, right? And we don't know if we're going to get it in the draft. He is a fantastic guy, right? And we feel confident we can get an edge in the second round.
He's not. We know we need.
That's the play, right? That's the thought. That's
because we don't have a second round draft pick.
We don't have a second round pick.
So they're talking about playing around to try to get that.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. If Ruben Bain is on the board, we need to take Ruben Bain.
Listen, I'm on that stick.
Yeah.
If Jack, where are you at? Jack, where are you at with all that?
Well, like I said, I like Caleb Downs, Ruben Baines. Styles, I would say probably he's either a second or a third round pick.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I don't even know why this dude being talked about
How would
in the
you
first
play,
round.
Jack? What would you do with our 7th round pick? What is your play, Jack, in the draft?
Okay, if the two people I said, if they're not on the board, I'll trade back like Coach is doing.
And who would you go for?
Depends on how far they wanted to go back. If they want to go back a couple spots or back to the mid-20s,
But I mean,
I'd probably go to another edge, or like Shaq said, we'll probably be choosing a wide receiver.
But would you trade back to get the edge first?
Yeah, I probably would choose an edge first.
That's my play.
Because these old Dietrich Wise and Dorrance Armstrong, these old washed up guys, man, get them out of here, man. We need young, fresh blood.
Yeah. All right, so Jack sent me a text where he did his own mock draft, and Jack, you sent this to me, and I found it very, very interesting because 4 teams in your mock gave us offers about what to do, and you asked me, well, what would you do?
Yeah.
And these are the 4. So you guys take a look at those. And Jack, what would you since this was your trade thing, what did you select? Did you pick there, or did you take one of these trades?
I'd choose the Chargers.
You chose the Chargers pick, which is very interesting because that gave you a first rounder at number 22, a second rounder this year, and then it gave you a first, fourth, and fifth next year. That is wow. That's a pretty good one. I did not choose that one, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But as you guys look at this, Large Sarge or Shaq, is there one on here that looks intriguing to you guys?
Now, I like the Chargers. I like the Chargers one, but I'm more invested in trying to rebuild this team now. So I'm looking at the Bills.
The Bills, which is still, it's kind of like the Chargers. You move, you're going back to 26, and you're getting a second rounder, but you're also getting a first, third, and fourth next year.
Yeah.
So
that's real estate.
How about you, Large Sarge?
I'm on the Chargers chain.
Wow, all you guys going out there with future picks out in 2027. So I did not choose.
Yeah, there's not enough this year to do anything with.
This is what I chose, right?
I'm looking future, because Dan Quinn's gone, right? I'm looking future. I want to see what's going to be in 28. 27's a bust.
27's a bust.
My opinion. 27's a. How many wins we going to get, Shaq?
This year coming up, 26.
Yeah.
We probably win 6 games.
How many, Jack?
I'd say about 8.
8. Well, that's generous. How many coaches wins this year?
Yeah, I was like, you got a lot of faith.
What we do. Like, it's too early for me to tell you how many wins we're doing because I have no
round.
idea what we're going to do in free agency. I have no idea what we're going to do in the draft. If I was building this team, I could get us to the playoffs, but I'm not building this team.
Right. I'm going to give a 6, and Quinn is
So
gone.
I'm not going to say right now because I want to see all the knucklehead decisions that this organization is going to do.
Well,
and they're going to be deep.
Only reason I'm going with 6.
28.
Only reason I'm saying 6 because I have no faith in Dan Quinn, man.
Right. Exactly.
I have no faith in Dan Quinn.
Exactly.
0. None. I hated to hire.
If I had this one to do, I actually was torn between the Rams and the Dolphins once on here. I didn't look at the Chargers at all or the Bills. I automatically discounted those because if I was the general manager, Adam Peters, saying, I'm not going to be around in 2027 if I don't do something. So I don't care about 2027 picks, right? I'm thinking I need to do something and build an organization now. So when I look at the Dolphins and you're going to give me a 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 7th, and I'm only moving back from 7 to 11, I'm only moving back 4 spots and I'm picking up 3 more picks.
That's good.
And I also get a linebacker there in Jalen Phillips. Like you're giving me a linebacker too? I'm happy to go the Dolphins here. Because to me, I love the idea of having 4 picks instead of 1 and getting a linebacker. And I'm like, got it. I can work with that. Or I'm looking at the Rams and getting 2 number 1 picks this year. But I like the Dolphins pick better. And then I'm going to tell you what happens at number 11. Because I already have a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, and a 7th round pick that I've added to my picks, and I've already picked up another linebacker from my roster, I might at number 11 be looking to trade back again and still stay in the 1st round. And I could still probably work a deal with the Chargers or the Bills to go back to 22nd or 24. So I still have options. So for me, I like the Miami Dolphins offer on the table.
Yeah, that's clean because you get the player too. Yep.
Yeah. So like, and I'm only moving back 4 spots to pick up 3 additional picks. To me, I take that deal all day long.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that somebody rings my phone at pick 11 too. Right?
Yeah.
That does sound better.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. Thank you for that, Jack. I appreciate you. I've been saving that for a couple of weeks to put that on the show until you were on here. What do you like? Wait a minute. Just answer me this. Do you agree with going back to that? Do you agree? Like, I know all of you guys were going with the Chargers, but what do you think about my selection with the Dolphins here?
I like the Dolphins, but I probably would have chosen the Rams more. You get the extra 1st, and you can still take that and move that back.
Yeah, the 13th overall move back. I mean, I actually was struggling between those 2. But the only reason I went Dolphins is because it kept me a 1st rounder at number 11. I mean, that's just right outside the top 10. Yep. So, like, I could pick a good player there, or I might entice teams to move up to number 11 and get a couple more picks. Man, I'm like about building picks and building out a roster with youth, right? Right now, I don't even have a 2nd round pick or a 4th round pick. The Dolphins thing gives me a 2nd and a 4th. So it actually fills back out my board. All right. The disappointment tracker, which we will keep, is still going on. Like I will tell you, I dare the Commanders to add to this list. And I know it's coming. You're going to do something stupid. You're going to get rid of Jerome Payne and take a buttload of cap penalties. And then what you'll do is you'll sign somebody stupid like you did last year when you went out and got Kinlaw.
And Kinlaw is the biggest waste money. That dude just big for nothing.
That dude is like the 6th highest player on our football team. And like that is garbage.
Since he's representing himself, where are we at in the negotiations? Are we anywhere?
Well, who?
Kinlaw.
Kinlaw's on the 3.
What?
Yeah, he's on a 3-year deal, $30 million guaranteed, man.
Wait, who are you negotiating? No.
Yeah,
talking about Wagner.
That dude. Yeah. We entered a freaking lemon deal with that dude.
Yeah.
45.
Who are we in negotiation with who's representing himself?
Our offensive tackle.
Huh?
Offensive tackle.
You thinking about Tunzel?
Yeah.
Tunzel. Yeah. Where are we at with Tunzel? Where's that deal at?
Well, Tunzel being at the point right now where he was ranked as one of the best offensive linemen in the National Football League, I'm going to tell you it's not going to go real well.
No.
It is going to be a rough negotiating process with him because his agent's going to be like, this dude ranks up there.
He has no agent. He represents himself.
That's fine. There's players who've done that in the past. It's because they don't want to give up 10, 15, 20% of their salary to an agent. And a lot of these guys know enough that they can represent themselves pretty well. I mean, they know how to do their homework.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
Tunsil's been around the league for a long time. If you don't think
13 years, 12, 13 years. Yep.
Yeah, he could probably represent himself just fine. It's whether or not we are going to actually deal with him or not. Which it could go either way. I mean, we dealt with Terry McLaurin, and I didn't believe that we should have.
Yeah. And we about to go through the same thing with Deebo Samuels. We had to make a hard choice on him too.
Well, Debo's still on the contract for this year.
Yeah.
So we got him for another one, and actually his salary is fully guaranteed. Yeah. So we don't gain anything by offloading Debo this year. We need to keep Debo this year. You know, when you look at our receiving core, okay, we got McLaurin, we got Debo. Who else we got? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. Oh no, Traylon Burks.
No, we got Burks.
I think Burks.
We do not have Traylon Burks. We have to sign him to a contract if we want him.
Yeah, I like keeping Burks. I like keeping Burks because Burks was actually one of the receivers that showed out this season.
We got Lane.
Yeah,
don't worry about them.
We don't have Jalen Lane either. We need to sign Jalen Lane to a contract if we want him. We need to sign Traylon Burks to a contract if we want him.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 or 4 receivers that are even on this roster right now. Yeah. That's Deebo Samuel, that's Terry McLaurin, that's Luke McCaffrey, and I think there's one other one. I can't remember off the top of my head who the other one is.
It's Jalen Lane because Jalen Lane's still on his rookie contract.
Maybe it's Jalen Lane. But Burks is up for a new contract. Noah Brown's up for a new contract, which we shouldn't do that.
Let him go.
I mean, he had literally 1 touchdown since he's been wearing a Commander's uniform, and it was that Hail Mary catch that put him in the limelight. That's the only touchdown he's had.
I want you to think about this. In 2 seasons of Noah Brown being here, he's only played in 6 games.
Yeah.
That's right. He's never on the field.
A great career, isn't it?
Yeah. He's only had 1 touchdown. It was that Hail Mary that just ricocheted off of everybody else and fell in his lap.
That's a great career.
And he's made a buttload of money for that one big catch.
A heck of a lot of money for 1 catch, man.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. So anyway, Commanders, I know more's coming. This list will grow. It might turn into multiple slides. I will have, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, like the applause tracker or, hey, hail tracker or something that's good. But right now, I don't believe that you could do anything positive to warrant me even creating that slide.
Well, I got something to add to this. Us not bringing Jonathan Gannon in as the defensive coordinator.
Well, we still got the coaching search.
Yeah, where are we at with DC? Where are we at with the
We're
DC?
going to get to that, man. Don't skip ahead on my slides, man. We're talking disappointment tracker. There's a question that ain't on the slide.
I that's what I said. I firmly feel like us not getting Jonathan Gannon should be on this tracker. Yeah, I firmly believe it need to be on it.
My disappointment tracker is you didn't just fire everybody to begin with. I should have put that in there. Why I was not hired should be on the disappointment tracker.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
They just don't know any better. All right. So Anthony Lynn is drawing some head coaching interest from around the league. So a couple teams are bringing him in. So we could be losing Anthony Lynn as well. This is all fallout of having dysfunction within the organization. Why we're not looking at him for roles inside the building, I have no idea.
No idea.
So
Anthony Lynn is
probably
going to be gone.
So here's the positive thing about this, though, right? And this is an NFL rule. So if Anthony Lynn gets picked up as a head coach, we get 3
Two
third
picks,
round,
maybe. Yeah.
two third round compensatory picks. So I mean, this is a plus.
It
What?
could be.
What is
I
it?
mean, we'll
No,
see
no,
if
wait.
that happens.
What
I
is
mean,
this
two
rule?
teams are interested in him. I know the Browns are interested in him, and I think the other one. Who is the other one? I can't remember off the top of my head.
What's the rule? What's the rule? I don't know anything about this rule. What's the
It,
rule?
if he's on our staff as an assistant, if he goes and gets a head coaching job, we get compensatory picks. We gonna get third round compensatory picks
Because one of our assistants becomes a head coach.
because the head coach. Yeah, that's an NFL rule. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
So, with that being the case, believe me, we could use the pick help.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, hey man, I will give you away for whatever I can give you away for, man. As a matter of fact,
Wow.
I'll let you use my jet to go over there and interview with the Browns.
Wow, that could be valuable to us.
Yeah.
What will we be losing if we lose him?
A
But
running back coach.
right now we don't know what systems we're going to run or anything.
No, I'm just saying how bad does that hurt us from a coaching perspective?
Pretty bad.
Bad. He's the most seasoned coach we got.
He is, and I think there's a part of him he don't want to stay.
No, yeah.
I mean, I don't blame it. I mean, when you look at the atrocities that happened under the Blau movement,
Yep.
like that coaching staff's going to be filled out with assistant positional coaches from around the league taking on. They're all going to get promotions by coming to Washington.
Right.
Yep.
And they're all going to be extremely junior guys with really little to no experience. That's
Yep.
going to be our coaching staff. It's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be attracting a good defensive coordinator here either. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these coordinators, people are like, Washington, yeah, thanks but no thanks. I'm going to take this interview over here.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. I don't really want to come to Washington. Right. Like, you guys got some weird stuff going on right now. I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening, quite honestly. As much as I love my team, I'm telling you, like, they're just not. They're back to their same old dysfunctional ways.
That's right. It's new ownership, same old BS.
And that's
Same
what
old
Billy's going with too.
Say again.
Billy's going the same way too with their OC search.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I don't mind it when other teams in the division act stupid, but man, no one acts more stupid than us.
No, yeah. Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
horrible out there. All right. So anyway, Brian Flores was one I was kind of hoping for, at least to bring some kind of sense into our organization. But he signed an extension with the Vikings. He did interview with our position, but he ultimately decided, I'm staying in Minnesota. I am not leaving Minnesota unless it's for a head coaching job. Period.
Yep.
So apparently throwing more money at him was not going to get him out of Minnesota.
Yep.
He goes, nope, I'm staying right where I am. I'm happy in Minnesota. I am not leaving unless it's a head coaching mark. So he's now off the block. He signed an extension to stay in Minnesota. So he's off the board. Instead, guys, well, we got one of his assistants called Durante Jones that we haven't hired a guy yet. And apparently we've added him to our list because why? He worked with Brian Flores and understands the Brian Flores system. He's never been a defensive coordinator in the NFL, but he was one for 1 year at LSU. And he was a high school defensive coordinator, which pretty much puts him in my category, right? I could compete with this guy.
Welcome to the Blau movement.
Hey, Phillip Rivers. Look at Phillip Rivers getting head coaching opportunities. He was a high school coach.
That's it. At least he played in the NFL, though.
At least he played in the NFL.
For a long time. I mean, I think he knows how the NFL works.
Oh my God.
But here we are looking at Durante Jones. He actually interviewed today. That interview actually happened today, which I don't even know how that happened in D.C. How did he even get into Ashburn?
I don't know.
They must have some serious snow tires on that thing to be able to get him into the facility. But apparently, or it was a Zoom interview because y'all got dumped on up there.
Yeah. Well, usually when they bring these guys in for interviews, they put plays up on the board, and you know what I'm saying. having
Right.
breakdown plays and all that stuff. Like,
Tell me your
so,
system.
yeah,
Break it down for me. How are you going to utilize my players? How are you going to do this? So I don't know how this. Like, apparently, this interview did happen today. I just logistically, I'm kind of curious. Did
Airports
he
were
actually
open.
go to the building for this interview?
Airports were open.
They were open.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess he got there.
National had 1 runway and Dulles had 2.
So what I understand is the Washington Commanders still have not made a signing. So if he did interview, like they say he interviewed today, they didn't immediately get to any kind of agreement.
That was a Rooney rule. That they had to bring him in.
They had to
Rooney
bring
rule.
him in for the Rooney Rule, right?
Rooney rule.
And so that tells me, we're one step closer to whatever dysfunctional pick we're going to get. Man, I hate to be so negative, but I just don't have a lot of trust and confidence.
Yeah.
But man, I'm going to tell you what. Like, I'm going to go around the room here and just say I'm going to switch my screen up because I made actually another screen for 4 people on there. Boom! Look at that. All right, guys. So I want to start because Jack's in the upper right. Jack, what is the next big thing that you're looking for out of the Commanders this offseason?
First of all, the defensive coordinator to find if we're going to get anybody really good that's still left. Other than that, see if we get any good free agents coming towards our way.
All right, yeah. Is there a particular free agent out there, Jack, that you you have your eyeballs on?
Isaiah, likely.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Lord Sarge? What you thinking, man, this offseason? What you looking forward to?
Right now, I just want to see us get this coaching kerfluffle figured out, and I'm not even thinking about draft or free agency or anything until I see the coaching situation finalized, so I can get done laughing. I need to get through the laughing phase first and see what we're dealing with, and then I can start thinking about what we look like in terms of draft and free agency. Like, seriously. Because I'm still not over the Blau movement yet.
You haven't gotten over the Blau movement yet, huh?
Yeah, I'm still not over it.
Good old Shaq, tell me, man. Talk to me.
Man,
What you
what I'm
looking
looking
forward to this offseason?
I'm looking for the offseason to end so the season can begin so we can get Dan Quinn up out of here. That's what I'm looking forward to. And us maximizing this draft. I want us to maximize this draft. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this particular season filling out my disappointment tracker. I actually think it's going to be the highlight of our show the entire offseason.
Yep.
Just how many things that I could come up with about how this thing, like, I find it, I'm going to have to order more popcorn and get my popcorn ready because this is going to be hugely entertaining because I don't even think I can think that stupid. I think whatever the stupidest thing I could come up with, they're gonna beat that. They're gonna come up with a whole nother level of like, I'm gonna take whatever stupid and I'm gonna compound that to a whole new level that even Coach Mad Mike can't even think of.
And now look, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you something that they may do. Say they may mess around and re-sign Marshawn Lattimore. Just that damn dumb.
Contract.
Just dumb.
We believe in you, Marshawn. Come back to us.
Come back.
Oh my gosh.
Hallelujah.
So they might re-sign every single old veteran to a 1-year contract extension because they thought it was so successful. Like, clearly the only thing in their mind that we need is to gel a little bit more.
Let Von Miller be on this roster next year. I'm telling you, I'm not watching no games at all.
We might hire an intern that we have of a name we haven't heard of in the building to be our defensive coordinator. We might come up with like, hey,
come on, guys, take it easy on Sarge. Please don't do this to me.
Oh man, yeah.
And we
I-
might
I-
take our 7th overall pick and reach for somebody that's really has a 2nd or 3rd round grade.
Yep.
And
Yep.
take him with the 7th overall pick because we're afraid we're going to lose out on him because we don't have a 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
everything that you could possibly think of go wrong, I'm expecting it to go wrong, and my disappointment tracker will grow. And it
It will
will
grow.
only feed into good old Shaq's prediction because the team will be so god awful that there's no way that Dan Quinn is going to be able to coach this team.
Yep.
It won't make it past the 4th game.
Won't make it past the 4th
I'm
game.
holding you to that, Shaq.
Hey,
No,
man,
you
listen.
see that. If he's there
Oh,
week
Lord.
5, I'm going to be like, oh my goodness, man, how did this happen?
And David Blau gonna be the head coach.
That can happen on my tracker too, man. David Blau becoming a head coach by week
Jesus,
5.
pizza.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, just because he's the genius.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, that's our show. Jack, it was so awesome having you on the show. I love your Redskins shirt. I appreciate you, buddy. The #1 fan of football sight, baby. That's him. Yeah. And we are football sight, baby. And we are out of here. Boom.
Yeah.